Hello, I'm Adriana. I'm a Master SoulPath Teacher and Guide, and I felt really inspired to do a reading today. So we'll see what messages are coming through for us. I've already got a couple cards out, Justice and the Four of Wands, but we'll get to that in a second. All right. What do we need to know right now? What's going on? What's going to help us get to our next step, please? Okay. All right. Keeping those two cards that I told you about. Okay. I'll hold up the cards as we go, and we'll just go from there. This is a very interesting message, I have to say. I'm just going to keep you in suspense. No, I'm kidding. I will actually show you some cards. Okay, I'm liking the outcome, but I think we have a little bit of a story to get to the outcome. So we have the card representing you, Seven of Wands, and you're crossed by the Six of Wands. So with our Seven of Wands, it kind of feels like the whole Custer's last stand, where you're really being asked to stand up for what's right for you, what's best for you. And I feel like this is something that you've been practicing. So this isn't the first time it's happening. Usually that would be the Strength card, but this isn't the first time it's happening. So you're kind of used to this, standing up for yourself. And what I feel the higher guidance would like you to know is that you're really laying strong foundations about this. You're really putting good work in at this moment to lay out. It's about laying out boundaries, but it's also just being very deliberate. It feels like it's being deliberate about like the future, setting out what you'd like to see in the future. And I feel like also we're getting a lot of energy to have more pride in what we're doing, to take more pride in what we're doing and who we are. And I feel like all of that, it's just kind of building and building and building right now. Now we're crossed with the Six of Wands, so I'm not sure, is that it's not being seen, or we're failing to see it ourselves. What's going on with that Six of Wands there? For some reason, this has to do with letting go of past accolades, like past ways of praising yourself or past ways of thinking you've done a good job. There's, how do I say this? It's not that you're not doing a good job. It's that you're going to be praised for different things. People are going to notice different things about you, or there are just different talents that you didn't know you had that are coming to the fore. And I think that part of the challenge here is seeing them. Okay, and I'm being asked to go deeper into the interpersonal interaction that's going on here. So just give me a second. What's happening? Because we were given Justice and the Four of Wands to begin with. So where are we going with this? This is like you're going to have to teach other people how to appreciate you, basically, because this new sense of self, or this new way of doing things, is you're learning about it first before other people are learning about it. And so it's very important that you don't let other people define who you are or limit kind of who you'd like, who you see yourself becoming, or who you see yourself being. This is about making sure that because they might be only familiar with the old you, or they might be familiar with like the unupgraded you, if that makes any sense. So it's really up to you to know yourself first and to teach them about you. Okay. It's interesting. I've got a lot of swords around me, and I'm feeling some resistance right now. So let's go into why that is. On the conscious level, we've got the Prince of Swords. So this is doing battle for the truth, standing up for yourself for the truth. Now, in the subconscious, we have the World, which is interesting because it's like your subconscious knows that you've arrived or you've achieved a goal, like you've gotten there. You're already here. And yet the Prince of Swords is still trying to figure it out, trying to do battle. There is a courageous element to the Prince of Swords here. Is he also... No, he's not a message so much. And why am I drawn to these Luna moths? We've got the Luna moths on him right here. So I think this has to do with something old. It feels like defending against the old a little bit, or trying to push the old away. So if you've walked away from the old, or you've decided, hey, that old self isn't me, there's still part of you that's trying to establish a boundary or cut off some interaction somewhere. Your subconscious isn't as worried about it. It's feeling more complete, like you're feeling okay, but you're still feeling the conscious need to say, no, this isn't what I want. I'm gonna have to clarify one of these, but in the back we have 8 of Pentacles. So it looks like there was a bump up or an increase of strength. Usually 8 of Pentacles is like a job opportunity or an offer for continued work that is in line with your soul. But what I feel here is that you got like an extra bit of support or an extra boost. And in the future, the near future, we've got the 2 of Swords. So it looks like you're headed for a soul-searching kind of decision, a decision that is going to require you to go inside. It's not going to be apparent from the outside what your choice should be or what course you want to go. I see you weighing your options, and I think this brings us back to the 2 cards that fell out. Weighing your options, but seeing what is going to bring you the most freedom. And be careful in that pursuit of freedom that's not also a trap, because sometimes freedom, to some people, freedom looks like no commitments or no responsibilities, not being beholden to anything. But when that becomes an obsession, the freedom itself becomes a trap. So let's be sure what freedom actually means here. Can you clarify, please? Okay. The Sun and the 10 of Swords. Oh, that's interesting. So we've got illumination, we've got some heat, but we've also got the release or the letting go. So with the 6 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, and this Sun here, I feel like this does feel like promotion energy, and that could mean like literal, like as in your job, but it also could mean bringing you more, like bringing you the visibility of success, like making it more obvious that you're doing well, or that you have this opportunity to succeed. So it may look like more responsibility. It may look like the end of an era or the end of some freedom. But I feel like in the long run, it's more in line with what you want. So don't be too hasty when you're making this decision, when it comes up to you. You're going to feel like you're really going to have to release your preconceptions about the past. Maybe this is a similar thing that came up for you before and you're like, oh no, but that didn't work out well in the past. It could even be a relationship. 2 of Swords can also be a relationship. So, it may come to you and you're like, I don't think so. I really don't want to be doing that. But if you release your thoughts about it, it's going to turn into something really healing and really wonderful. All right, so 6 of Pentacles is the advice from the higher self. Really like this card. It's so peaceful, and it's so, it just feels so beneficial. So this is generally about giving and receiving, but let's see if we can get a more clued in version for right now. Six of Pentacles, higher self. This is reminding you about balance. That, and again, we're back to the Justice card from before. Keeping things in balance, keeping yourself in balance. And what I feel like is going to happen is as you're walking forward, that Seven of Wands, going through these challenges and going through these chances to grow stronger, that you're going to think that this is the way of life. You're going to think that this is the way you have to keep going through life. And the Six of Pentacles is saying, this is a transition moment that you're in. You're in a space where you're having to carve out the new path, but eventually this is going to calm down and you're going to need to come to the other side of that, which is rest, which is receiving, which is allowing yourself to be rather than needing to push or needing to forge new ground. So this Six of Pentacles is asking you to stay grounded, asking you to keep things in perspective. And when your world changes, Wheel of Fortune, to not freak out, because even though it may not look like something is happening, this is the balance. Because if you keep going too strongly in one direction, it takes you out of balance. And then if it's too much wands, as we've been seeing, then you can lead to burnout. So now, speaking of the Wheel of Fortune is the influence of others. So I do think there is someone outside of you that is bringing you a change or bringing you a new opportunity to thrive and explore and flourish. So be aware of that. Let's be grateful for that and be open to it. Okay, because Five of Wands is showing me that you're going to want to perhaps shut down a little bit. You're afraid of change. You're afraid of the new coming from the outside. It's like if you get to be the one saying there's a change, it's okay. But if someone else says, well, actually, here's this opportunity or here's a change in the way you might do things, you're like, no, I don't want this. But I have to remind you, or I have to share with you really excitedly, Princess of Pentacles as the highest potential. This is an opportunity. This is a wonderful opportunity, either of material gain or of a new relationship, of a stable base for your next relationship. But it's this moment of, I want to say it's like this precious, tender growth. Okay, this is a gentle energy. This isn't, it's not like this. It's not the warrior energy. This is that tender shoot that you've worked so long to see. And Princess of Pentacles is bringing you that gentle growth, that gentle boost, and that gentle support. So embrace the change here. Embrace the opportunity, because this is a really good indication that it's leading you to the right place. It's leading you to growth. And I do believe it's in line with your heart. Because we have Prince and Princess here, that's a strong presence of the inner child and the inner child trying to heal itself. And so this opportunity that's in front of you, not only will does it have the potential to bring you a material success, it does have the potential to help you do some of that inner healing of the inner child. So keep all of that in mind as you're going to be presented with change. I want to say that the change may come from a fixed sign, meaning Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. Who am I missing? Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Leo. Did I say that? Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. I'm sorry. Sorry, Scorpio. Forgot you. So if someone is one of those signs and they're presenting you with this opportunity to change, or you find yourself being invited onto a bigger stage than what you're used to, don't be so quick to dismiss it. Really allow yourself the opportunity to say yes to it, because I think it's really going to surprise you and it's going to bring you something good. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like a personal private reading, please do reach out, soulguidancewithAdriana.com. I also do couples readings or even readings for kids. So if you're a parent and you want to see what's going on with my kid, how do I support them on their soul's growth starting from a young age, I do encourage you to get a reading because you will be very surprised. Every soul is unique, every soul is different, and this might be a really good opportunity for you. So until then, wishing you so much peace and lots of love, and I'll see you soon.